lacking symmetry. Enemy inside of me, believing I'm not fit to be the person with the perfect purpose, non-existent entity. Savage of this brain feels there wasn't birth on earth.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Rapper Rookie Reactions. We are your host. I'm KC, KingCanada.
And I'm Laura the Rookie.
And we got some returning faces. One's been actually quite a while since they've been on. And then we got a brand new artist. So this is going to be cool. We had a couple new artists in the last couple episodes, and we always love having a new artist.
Oh, absolutely. It brings a new set of flavor into the mix.
Yeah, we love listening to the classics, but it's always cool, when, especially when you know nothing about them, like I don't at all. And the reason we have this new artist, well, we're going to start off with Illogick. He signed up for the Patreon as well, so thank you, man. We appreciate that very much. And we got your song, Double Meaning. And I know the next guy who's going to be new on this show, Logick, is because you requested for us to react to him. And since you're Patreon, all the support you've shown us, I said I'll get you guys on the same episode. So here you guys are.
Okay, cool.
But we're going to start off with Illogick, then lead into Logick, and then our final track.
Cool.
But this song's called Double Meaning. That's all I know.
When he was referring, are they part of like a label or a group or?
No, I just think he started a music group as well, guys, called like, it's kind of like BringTheBars. Well, it is like BringTheBars. 3 Enigma. I'll see if I can put the link in the description. And it's a networking group of artists that he got together. And so far, like, it's a real good group. Everybody seems to be tuning in and supporting each other. And I know Illogick, who goes by, his real name is Dylan, but he's doing a series as well talking about his disease. He has like stiff syndrome or something like that. And his muscles stiff up. His hands are they're stuck like in positions. And
almost like a different form of arthritis.
He kind of, yeah, but he locks up like his shoulders, everything, and
good grief.
And props to you, man, because you're doing that. It's to bring awareness to it, and I've seen your videos. You know, I've been commenting on them and sharing them. It's just cool that you're coming out there. It's not easy for people to talk about their struggles or their diseases.
Absolutely.
And you doing that's really cool. So shout out to that. Shout out to the music group. But yeah, we're going to listen to some hip-hop from Illogick.
Yeah, let's go.
This is called Double Meaning, so let's see.
The cover arts lately for everyone have just been on point. This is trippy.
Yeah, this will be trippy. And just by the title, it's like the whole song a double entendre. We'll find out. Let's go.
Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Money on my mind, dollar signs might blind me. Yeah, it's time to grind, I ain't worried about nobody. Double meaning there, if we got beef, then it's dead. But if it's up, then it's stuck, yeah, enough is being said. Money on my mind, dollar signs might blind me. Yeah, it's time to grind, I ain't worried about nobody. Double meaning there, if we got beef, then it's dead. But if it's up, then it's stuck, yeah, enough is being said. I'm the sun in the storm, shining as the clouds rage. Bright mind but so cold, icy like a glacier stage. Flipping scripts like a DJ, spinning on turntables. While I'm building these blocks, y'all stay stuck on fables. I'm a beast with the bars, lines heavy like weight class. Iron in my soul, that's metal, but watch the way past. These rappers fishing for hits, but I'm real sharp like a hook. Turn the tide, now I'm wavy, got them shook with every look. I'm fly like jets, but grounded, touching the earth. Born of fire, spitting magma, watch me scope my own worth. I'm the phoenix in the flame, rising higher through the ash. Cash flow like a river, but it's wisdom that I stash. Money on my mind, dollars.
That's trippy. Yeah, that's a dope hook to lead in. It's rare like now. I've noticed that with a lot of songs we listen to, a lot of them don't start with the hook anymore. That used to be like a big thing in music
really?
back in the day. Like, I find since it always starts with the
so.
verse, and which I love. But I mean, like, it's weird starting like not weird, just you don't hear it as much anymore starting with the hook.
Starting with the hook.
Yeah, it's usually a verse leads into the hook, verse, hook, verse.
And this
hook.
one started with the.
Yeah, it started with the money on my
On the
mind,
hook.
and I'm
Yeah.
seeing dollar signs. Yeah.
So he went like a little bit classic on how the
Yeah.
song was set up.
I do it sometimes too, but even when I think of my music, it's not like that's how all songs used to like start. The hook. That's the point of like the name
But
of
how
it
many
too.
verses would there be? 2?
Usually 3.
Oh.
Oh, usually if there's a hook, the only times I ever started with the hook at the beginning is when I only had 2 verses, so it'd be hook, verse, hook, verse.
Okay.
But then a lot of times it's verse, hook, verse, hook, verse, hook. But anyways, yeah. So I like how you started with that. And I like the dollar sign thing, and I was kind of catching your double meanings on like I'm flying like a jet, but I'm always staying grounded.
Yeah.
I'm like the
The sun and the storm.
The sun and the storm.
that
Yeah,
one.
that was a sick way to like kick. That was like right to kick it off, dude.
Yeah,
that was
because
like
my brain was like, eh.
yeah,
like picturing it.
I'm
And I
the
was
sun
like,
and the yeah. Oh man, that was sick. A bunch of other ones in there, definitely just kind of slipping my mind right now. There was one I wanted to mention, and now I can't remember. Got the jet one.
I know, I'm trying to think too.
Damn, there was one I wanted to comment on. I was gonna hit pause too, and now it went by, and I did that whole rant. But yeah, pretty much everything is like kind of like polar opposites. I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm the sun in the storm. I'm
Yeah, like an oxymoron.
I'm the fire in the
calling
rain.
a big dog tiny kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a oxymoron. Look at you with the big words.
Shut up.
Just kidding. But yeah, no, I'm loving this. I'm loving your voice on this. Dope beat. Like she said, this cover is trippy as hell.
Yeah.
And let's continue the song. We're back in the hook. There we go.
Cash flow like a river, but it's wisdom that I stash. Money on my mind, dollar signs might blind me. Yeah, it's time to grind, I ain't worried about nobody. Double meaning there, if we got beef, then it's dead. But if it's up, then it's stuck, yeah, enough is being said. Money on my mind, dollar signs might blind me. Yeah, it's time to grind, I ain't worried about nobody. Double meaning there, if we got beef, then it's dead. But if it's up, then it's stuck, yeah, enough is being said. I'm climbing up the ladder, they keep cutting every rung, trying to keep me on mute, but I'm the beat of the drum. Throwing shade cause I'm shining like the midday sun, dodging all of these haters and I'm just having fun. I'm the diamond in the rough, polished through the pain. They flood the game with the fake, but I'm in my own lane. Building from the ground, I'm laying bricks like a mason. They stay stuck in the matrix while I'm out paper chasing. Every verse is a weapon, so I sharpen every line. Got them looking kinda blurry, but I'm focused all the time. They fishing for a deal while I'm swimming in the sea. The industry's on lock and I'm holding every key. Money on my mind, dollar signs might blind.
Industry is
Wow.
unlockable.
Yeah.
In the beginning, he's like, I'm the shadow in the sun, or like the sun in the shadow
in
when
the
he said,
mid-shade?
yeah, in the shade. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
People throwing shade, but I'm like the mid-sun.
yeah.
There's a few, again, like it's just like my brain's just picking up the imagery and it's like really satisfying. Like I'm a diamond in the rough, but I've been polished by pain.
Yeah,
or
I've been
something.
paused. That was a wicked bar. I wanted to pause it actually after that
Yeah.
bar because that's such a that's a bar. That's a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the diamond in the rough, and I've been polished by pain. That's just so.
And there was another one at the beginning.
That's
too,
so
that I
poetic to
remember.
put together too, like to write that and to have it hit like that.
And
That's
especially since it's all things that like you've kind of heard before, like the sayings.
cliches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's now twisted into something different, which is really cool because it makes you pay attention to figure out like what the whole song's about. You
Yeah.
know? And like gives you a lot of imagery in it. Like this would be another fun music video to see all the
Oh yeah, that'd be a cool way to like.
double
Yeah.
entendres.
Yeah, that would be cool. And I think we're gonna. Well, I guess it's hooked into one more verse. Let's go.
While I'm swimming in the sea, the industry's on lock and I'm holding every key. Money on my mind, dollar signs might blind blind me. Yeah, it's time to grind, I ain't worried about nobody. Double meaning there, if we got beef, then it's dead. But if it's up, then it's stuck, yeah, enough is being said. Money on my mind, dollar signs might blind me. Yeah, it's time to grind, I ain't worried about nobody. Double meaning there, if we got beef, then it's dead. But if it's up, then it's stuck, yeah, enough is being said. Double the grind like heavy metal in a rock star. Lifting weights, stacking paper, always a bar star. Built my empire from the dirt, now I'm on the throne. They can't cage this ambition, man, I made it on my own. Don't ever call me autumn, cause I will never fall. Call me winter instead, cause I'm colder than all of y'all. Hot like the middle of summer, making y'all sweat. Just like spring showers, making all these hoes wet. I'm a lion in the jungle, hunting while they sleep. Other rappers like sheep, and I'm the wolf they can't peep. I'm fucking lit lately, hot like an open flame. They just pawns on the board, I'm checkmating the game. Checkmate, bitch.
That's dope.
Cool.
Oh, I ended with the verse. I love the 4 season scheme you used there. You used all the 4. Yeah. Once you said autumn, I knew you were leading into fall. Then you led into winter. I'm like, oh, he's gonna do all 4 of them. That was dope.
Was cool. And
Yeah.
it was reminding me. There was this part where on the last verse that like it kind of triggered, and I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about it. It was something like, oh shit, now I'm it was something like the industry's got a lockdown, but I'm holding all the keys or something like that. And that's like so cool to kind of, I don't know, it was just a really cool way to interpret it. And then there was like a few, as you said, with the seasons on here. It was like a very fun.
Yeah.
My brain was just kind of skipping around to all the images.
Even like, because he said this too, some of like the weights, but he was talking about like the weight lifters, and I think in the first verse.
Yeah.
Some like lifting up the, like I'm holding up the weight.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, that was cool. That was a fun track to just.
What a trippy song.
Yeah, to just break it down how you did. Everything had like you said, the double meaning. So it's a dope track title.
Absolutely.
And Illogick brought it, man. Appreciate you sending this in. That was a lot of fun. I like that hook. I like the dragging out of your vocals into like with the beat. And then just, yeah, everything you said on that. This is definitely a repeat song, so I want to catch more of them.
Yeah, like you said.
You catch them while you're listening, because like you're very easy to hear. You're very clear. That's sometimes a struggle with like hip hop songs, like in general, like even mainstream. It's like certain artists, like it's harder to hear either their accent or their flow. You don't pick it up. You hear it yourself clearly. It's just a lot to unpack.
Yeah, it could even be the beat that could be sometimes a little stronger than the voice. And
yeah.
so it could be hard, but that wasn't the issue here. And it was just a very, I think my brain's still tripping up on the imagery that I'm seeing. It's just a really cool.
Yeah, you're talking about the video when he does the 4 seasons would have been cool, because even I can also picture him just as like a static shot up front. It's like a green screen kind of behind him, and everything's always changing.
Yeah.
Like behind him, like, and it's just like, you know, like a fast like rewind, or like fuck Sean, you're a film student. What's it called? A time lapse. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay,
yeah, and it's like kind of everything going behind him, but he's like static and staying still.
Yeah, that would be cool. And just like even the imagery going back to like he's high as a jet, but he stays so grounded. So you're seeing like the jet like going high and then like hovering, like right above ground. I don't know. It was really cool.
So yeah, shout out Illogick, man. Thank you for being Patreon. The 3 Enigma group, I'll post it in the description. I'm pretty sure I can. I'll just copy the link and post it there. If you're an artist, join that group. Trust me, it's a good group of people. I've done the same with BringTheBars. That, you know, over time it has got oversaturated. I got to get back to what it used to be. But you're at the start of what BringTheBars was intended to be. And I can see it even from the posts on there. I'm keeping up to date with everybody, and it's a lot of love being shown. So shout out to you for starting that and starting this whole movement, and then getting Logick on the show, who's going to be up next. So shout out to Logick. That was double meaning, guys. Follow him, subscribe to him, do all that fun stuff. And we're going to go on to the next track.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, guys, we're on to the next track. We went from Illogick, and now we're going to Logick. So it's a lot of logic in this episode today. I was shouting out Illogick in the first track for starting the group. They started together, or Logic maybe started it, and Illogick is
A part of it.
part of it.
Like
I think Logic started it, so my bad on that, but same thing. Description, you'll find it there. Great group. Never heard Logic before. Illogick told me to check him. I feel like I'm saying Logic a lot here.
It's almost like a tongue twister.
Yeah.
To get the right artist.
But yeah, so this one's called Dear Mama. Don't know anything about him. Don't know any of his sound or anything like that. And it seems like it's featuring Alias. I'm assuming that's how it is, just spelt that way. If it's wrong, tell me in the comments. I butchered a lot of names in this show throughout the time. I've gone to the point now I ask people to send me a voice message saying their name. So I'm sure it's Alias, and it's Dear Mama by Logic. I won't know who's who, but I'm sure maybe the feature will come in at the end. And yeah, that's what it is. 3 Enigma. So it is. Logic was the one who started it, it seems like. But yeah, ready to check out somebody new?
Yeah, I almost leaned in that out for like to give you a kiss. Let's go.
Not on camera. Alright.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Dear Mama, Logic, let's go. Featuring Alias.
I am by no means an easy personality to deal with. The proof has shown itself my entire life by the fact that everyone I encounter eventually separates themselves from me. But there is one person that's accepted me for all that I am, even if she doesn't understand me. And that's my mama. I love you, mama.
Dear mama, I know you told me stay out of that drama, and I know you wanna see me living proper. I'm just doing this for you and all my partners. In their pocket watching, they ain't got no honor. They an actor, should've got an Oscar. I know we got some problems to get out of, and I know that we done been through some trouble. So I just write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Had to write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, I just want you to have faith, yeah. Know I'm about to go fill up the bank, yeah. Dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama,
Dear mama, I just thought I would tell you. I know I'm tired up with drama and problems and was a terrible son at times, and I failed to be there when you're sick as hell. But I hope you know at the end of the day that you didn't fail. When I was sitting in jail, you were penny pinching to stay on the other end of the phone and were willing to give away every cent that you saved till you really did anyway. Cause you didn't want me alone, so you spent till you couldn't pay the bills, and you went to trading to Marianne for some change. Disability drain, oh it feels so fucking ashamed. Damn, I must be insane to have stayed away for so long. Holding on to resentments, resisting taking your calls. Angry at you for things I ain't saying nothing about. At the end of the fucking day, you were there for me where it counts. Ever I'm going through it, I know I can vent to you, and I'm sorry I'm so confusing, but thank you for being you. As difficult as it is for my mental, went through the struggle, addiction and using rigs, not to mention I used to hustle. Know I've gotta be something for you and both of my daughters, so I'ma just carry on, and no matter what I'ma promise, all your attempts and obstacles, they ain't gon' go to waste. Stop making moves, ain't no stopping them, notice that I'm okay. Nothing worth it in life coming easy, you gotta wait and you work, that's what you taught me. I wrote you this trying to say,
Dear Mama.
That was a cool
That was
song.
dope. That was just a letter to your mom. That was
I love
literally
that.
just.
I love that.
I love your first line too. What do I like kick it off like? I want to let you know you never failed.
Yeah.
Like what a heartfelt thing, because you know as parents too.
If she heard that, I guarantee as a mother, like that probably would have.
Yeah, because there's a
triggered the
reason he
emotion.
said that too. It's probably maybe she felt like she failed them, or you know. And he's talking about like he went through his issues with being in jail. He was a hustler.
Yeah.
She was penny pinching. I think he said she was on disability, or he was.
Yeah.
That flow, absolutely fucking love your voice. That sounds so clean.
And the mix of it too, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's just.
It's a very beautiful song. Like I just had to like take it in because it just.
Yeah, not one I'm
it
gonna
deserves
pause.
That respect.
Yeah, not one I'm gonna pause through. Not really bars to like. The whole thing's bars, but I mean it's not like to pause and break. It's just
storytelling.
Yeah, and I want to hear your story. And
Yeah.
when you do songs like this and you do it well, what you're doing is you see it, and the reels playing in your head.
Like I'm just seeing like the video in my head. It's just like they're when they like he said he was in jail and like when you're on the phone and you're talking.
Yeah, because he said that too. She's pinching every penny so he can like call.
So I'm literally just picturing like you two talking between the plexiglass, like just basically saying like, you know, you didn't fail, like, you know, to like encourage her, even though he's the one kind of going through it. And but it's so true, having that unconditional love is just, I'm happy that like you at least have someone in your corner that you dedicate a whole song to, because that goes to show just how an amazing woman she truly is. For someone like who went through such a hard, who I'd assume would have like such a hard shell for what you've been through, like you become so soft with your love to your mom and your kids, and I love that. Yeah,
and it's totally relatable to me. I'm a big mama's boy. I love my mom to absolute death. She's done so much for me, and yeah, I've done songs like that as well. And it's just I hate when people like don't have a relationship with their parents or their mom or whatever, especially a mom. I don't know, they're just different. You know?
Well, it seems like from my experience, I'm not saying everyone's like this, but like the men are more close to their moms. Yeah. And like daughters are more close to the fathers. Like, I'm not saying that's like in every situation, just like what I've experienced growing up. Because like I love my mom to death too, don't get me wrong. Like, oh my God, I love her. But like me and my dad were kind of like the same person. Yeah. And so I was able to like relate to him more. And my mom, we had to like communicate a little bit more, but I still have all the respect for her and everything she's gone through. And
yeah, same with me. I'm close to both my parents, but a lot more with my mom. For one thing, we live closer to my mom now. My dad lives pretty far away. And also, yeah, like I said, I'm just a big mama's boy, so this song's hitting home. Yeah. And I have
it's a cool song,
two sisters as well, and I'm the favorite, so, you know, I got a lot to live up to. And, yeah. We're going to continue this song. Beautiful song, man. We won't be pausing a lot throughout. I'll pause before the hooks because I just want to let it all ride out.
Yeah, let it give time to breathe.
It's a beautiful story.
Ain't no stopping them, notice that I'm okay. Nothing worth it in life coming easy. You gotta wait and you work. That's what you taught me. I wrote you this trying to say,
dear mom, I know you told me stay out of that drama, and I know you wanna see me living proper. I'm just doing this for you and all my partners. In they pocket watching, they ain't got no honor. They an actor, should've got an Oscar. I know we got some problems to get out of, and I know that we done been through some trouble. So I just write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Had to write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, I just want you to have faith, yeah. Know I'm about to go fill up the bank, yeah. Dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, dear mama.
There ain't enough instrumental to really cover my mama. I can't explain how it feels. It's so big the love that she harvests. It's easy going can be. And seen with a smile to see her angry and so far and few between shit is wild. To blow your mind when you meet her, I guarantee you she starts a conversation with compliments just to bring you a spark. See you live with a smile regardless of your remarks. She'll speak to you with a kindness, I promise her leave a mark. She'll give anyone whatever she can if they need a hand, but give way more than she has for her grandbabies. And damn, satisfied and content, she'll never even complain, except when she's really sick. Her health so weak that it drains the life from her. She's restrained to the bed and what makes it harder. Now I'm away for work and she's raising both of my daughters. Harmony's her and Dave, Miley just made one, and all that she does for him, I gotta be A1. Love you, mom.
I know you told me stay out of that drama.
You were saying it now too, like she was bedridden and stuff. Like I don't know if she passed away or I don't know if that's what this is leading to, but he was saying at the one point she was sick or whatever.
Yeah.
So hopefully she's still, if not, well, you know, R.I.P. That's. Yeah, I was thinking it's gonna get dark there. Yeah. And,
but it was kind of like going on that one song. I can't even remember what it was called, and it's just like proof to show like how important parents can be. But it was something a couple episodes ago where, you know, that one bar, it's still
Deception.
Yeah, and it was like my mom turned the apartment into a
castle. Yeah, Deception.
Same
Shout
thing.
out to that new kid. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing for that, and it's just like, it's so true. Like you realize, especially when you're older, like the magic that they can create.
Yeah, and he's saying there, like, I love when he said she'd be the one who would start a conversation with a compliment. Yeah, like that's you as well. Like you're a mom as well.
Yeah,
and it's so true. I think of you like right away back because it's just the heart of gold, and like you start the conversation with, usually a compliment or asking about something. And when he said that, I was like, oh, that's a reminder of you for sure.
Aw. But such respect. Like my only hope is that our boys will hold this much love for me, because wow.
Yeah. Oh, my son better write us a song or else. No, this is beautiful, man. Love your shout out to your mom, and I hope everything's okay, because I heard that one little bar there, so yeah, man, moms are the best.
Yeah, they are.
What else can we say? Raising your daughters too. You said one was 8, one was 1. When did this release? This year. So shout out to you and your 2 little girls here in the picture as well. Yeah, she looks like a good
Beautiful
mom.
family.
Yeah, it does. All right, let's continue this and roll it out to the end.
One and all that she does for him, I gotta be A1. Love you, mama.
I know you told me stay out of that drama, and I know you wanna see me living proper. I'm just doing this for you and all my partners. In their pocket watching, they ain't got no honor. They an actor, should've got an Oscar. I know we got some problems to get out of, and I know that we done been through some trouble. So I just write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Had to write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, I just want you to have faith, yeah. Know I'm about to go fill up the bank, yeah. Dear mama, 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 dear
That was a good mix. That was cool. The swirling of the headphones there at the end. You hear it from like here to here to here, like
it almost felt like I don't know, like going up into the
I know,
head,
it was
so,
like, yeah, it was
floating up.
That was an incredible song. I don't even know.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah. Best way to put it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she deserves it sounds like from the journey that you guys have been on, like she deserves this
The unconditional love mom has, eh?
Yeah.
And he's talking about even like his mishaps and his misadventures and doing shit that's not good. I think we all been there, but I mean,
and you really know how to reevaluate too, especially when you become a parent yourself.
Yeah.
Because then you realize like how hard it is and how like you really don't have control of who they become. Essentially, you can just only love them for who they are. And that was like a perfect example of that. And like the mom still, and now like he's becoming on the other side of it, and now he's gonna do great for his kids because he had the love of his mom. So it's like now, I don't know, it's kind of like you almost like become more one person, if that makes sense. Like you become more of that person because you respect them so much. So
yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah, we all become kind of like our parents as we get older, in a way.
Some for the good and the bad.
No, beautiful. And I'm assuming Alias was the hook, and you were the verses. So beautiful voice on the hook.
Yeah.
The mixing, perfect. That swirling of the years. The hey mama, dear mama, dear mama.
Yeah,
like, it was so good.
Yeah.
So well done. Your voice incredible. That I don't know, man. You have a wicked tone. Almost like you sung your way through it, but hip hop, and it was just rode the melody, rode the beat perfectly. Yeah. Absolutely love this song. Shout out to you.
And to your mama.
Yeah, and to your mom and to your 2 daughters and your whole family, man. And yeah, it's good to see when people come out on the other side and realize what's important in life. And shout out to you. Shout out to the 3 Enigma brand as well. And we're going to go on to the final track of the episode.
Yeah, that was cool.
All right.
Cool episode.
It is. Let's go. All right, guys, we're on the final track of the episode. We got a returning artist. This is his first return. It's been a while since we reacted to them. Him. But when we first heard him, he was in a feature. This is RIGG6 Don't Talk Anymore. Irish hip-hop. We were on a kick with the Irish hip-hop there for a little bit. And I know the song we did hear, I think LZ was the other artist, or LG. No, that's a company. Pretty sure it was LC.
That's a phone company.
You guys did that kind of like cipher track. You remember that one where they're all kind of like standing out back and then?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope that was you guys. We reacted to a few artists. So, but this is RIGG6. Don't talk anymore. Thank you for sending it in. Thank you for always supporting the show. We appreciate it. And I know you've been on the waiting list for a while. And like we say every episode, anybody on the waiting list, we'll get around to you guys. It's just very busy, especially with Patreon blowing up as well. So if you want to skip the line, check out Patreon.
Yep.
And
$2 Canadian.
$2 Canadian. There's a $2, $5, and $7 tier. All of them get you more and more, and we try to give you as much bonus content as possible. There's like hours of content on there, so, and then you get song priority. So
Absolutely.
anyways, we're gonna do RIGG6 Don't Talk Anymore. It seems like a very storytelling kind of day by the looks of this one too. So let's go. I love pianos and beats.
Hey, yo, Jeffrey, this one broke my heart.
Like we used to, like we used to do, like we used to, like we used to do. I'm always trying to do the right thing, but sometimes it goes left. Trying to paint a picture, but I just leave a beautiful mess. Fairly deep down, feel like I'm losing flesh. I sleep days away, cause I just wanna put it to rest. People never seeing that side, cause I always have a smile. Man, it's been a while since you've been around. Sorry I'm in this shit, it's a big foil. Can't be around me friends when I'm in denial. Still not looking tin like foil. Crying in a pot, let it boil. Crying in a pot, let it boil, yeah. Let me tell you my story. Young me wouldn't really be out much. Always in the house like Cardi. Making vids, doing characters like Rory. But people won't watch, they ignore me. We don't talk anymore.
They'll hopping in the pot like to make it boil or whatever he's talking.
Yeah, it was, and like it's so true that at the very beginning I was talking about like something, I don't want to butcher it, but on the lines of like losing yourself and you feel like your flesh is falling apart.
Yeah.
Like that was such a cool way to
losing
put
my
it.
flesh. That's what he like said. You're losing your skin.
Like it's so true because like it, but like what imagery? Because when you feel like you're falling apart, like you're losing yourself, and then just to literally say that like he's like, I don't know, like deteriorating, and it was just
it's like the saying and the way you put it was a good twist on it because the saying's like you don't feel comfortable in your own skin or you're not comfortable in your own skin, so he's
so
losing
true.
like he's shedding his skin, like he's losing himself a little bit here.
Yeah, like what a clever way to
I didn't grasp
it.
who you were talking about because we don't talk anymore. I don't know if it's a former loved one or it could be anybody really, a kid, a parent, but and even that the one you're like I hide behind the smile, like, and I think a lot of people do that, and that's very common.
Especially when they are a big part of your life, right? And
it's like one bar from it was an Eminem song, and it was like it was beautiful. It was called Beautiful, actually. I was gonna say it's a beautiful song. It was called Beautiful, but he talks about like everybody like kind of following him and like being yes men. Yeah. He goes, you're a comedian, goddamn. And he goes, unfortunately, I am. I just hide behind the tears of a clown. Oh, like, what a good line. Like, to put that front. The happiest ones, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, the ones who try to make people happiest the most are usually the ones who have the most pain. Yeah. Depression runs high in comics. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, this is beautiful already. And like I said right at the start, I love piano and beats. And that had such an orchestra feel at the start where it was building and then nice. Alright. Gonna finish this off.
Like Cardi, making vids, doing characters like Rory, but people won't watch, they ignore me. We don't talk anymore. Like we used to do. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. YouTube was a passion for the bit. Trying trying to go viral, but nothing was a hit. They would say that I'm cringy and shit, and other things that would make you wanna cut your wrists. Crying out to God saying, what is my gift? What am I meant to do in this life? He had no answer, he was pleading the fifth. Music is the answer, I don't know it, but I just have to show it. I've started this now and I can never go back. Maybe in the future I'll pull up in a Cadillac saying what's the crack, and all the haters you could suck me crack. That's just how it is. Fame is not the motivation, it comes with the job. I'm not there yet, but I'm sure they'll get mobbed. The last couple of days I've sobbed about the city things I'm going through at the moment. Didn't think that my family would be my opponent. It's hard to stay focused, shit, it's hard to stay focused. What can I do when life goes downhill? Should I go ahead and pop a few pills? Goosebumps in the boot getting chills. For fuck's sake I just have to chill. Being on stage with a mic is where I wanna be. Speaking my truth and be free. It makes me happy and it gets me away from the bullshit. Not looking for sympathy, the best thing that I need is some empathy. That's the medicine I want, I hope you understand me, yeah.
I understand you very clearly.
Like we used to do. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do.
What a good hook on that as well.
Yeah.
Like it breathes a bit to soak in the story, and the whole second verse they're talking about, even at the start, people called you cringe. You know, like people ripping your art and it makes you want to cut your wrist. Like, I know that, like, I'm an artist myself, I know that feeling. I've had comments, I've had.
Once you step out of the status quo of what people view you as, they think you as cringe until you make it. And
the worst is, as artists too, is we're so negative on ourselves. I'll say this in future episodes, that even with us as a reaction show and everything, we do, like, some of our videos blew up because we started reacting to Ren, and that's a whole new audience that we weren't in. We got like 11,000 like views on that, and all of them are likes except for like 4 dislikes and 4 negative comments, and I just dwell on the fucking 4 negative and not the 80 nice ones. You know, it's just. But
that's unfortunately, I'd like to say the wounded child in you who was picked on and teased as a kid. Like, you fixate on the negative because your brain's trying to keep you alive and survive. So you focus on that and try to veer away from it. But the song too, it was like, it's kind of funny because the last song was a tribute to his mother, and then this song, it was saying that his family was like his opponent.
His opponent, so I guess it's about.
So it's kind of like now the other spectrum of it, and I don't know, it just kind of got my brain to thinking that, like, unfortunately it sucks that you don't have the people who you are supposed to be closest to you to have that support, but it also kind of can build you up in a way that you never thought was possible because you don't want to be like them, if that makes sense. Like, you realize that, like, that's far from the type of person who I want to be, and with that, I guarantee, like, I guarantee you still putting your music out and finding, like, your community, that you probably have even made more connections or felt more love with people who weren't your family. And they could still have that same support. So it's just very interesting on how someone's journey can be so different, but they end up looking for, you know, the same, like, same qualities, like acceptance and love and community.
And you using this, like, even the second verse you're saying, like, I don't want, like, I don't have the fame yet. Maybe I'll get it one day, but it's just a byproduct of the job I want to do. Like, it's a dream you have, and I don't know your story about, like, if this is about your parents. It seemed kind of like it was at that one line, but it's like, were they just not supporting your dream, or we don't know the whole story behind it. But I like how you just went through then wrote a song about it, because we mentioned many times music is therapy. And like you were saying, even for me, that when I was talking about, like, the negative comments always affect me, and it's probably from, you know, I was bullied as shit when I was younger too. And I use music as therapy, but the music, when I first started, I did, like, horrorcore, I did shock rap, and it's because I was such a shy, hidden kid, and, like, breaking out my skin, you know, like, breaking out my skin, where I wanted to be, like, mean. I wanted to be aggressive, I wanted to be mean, I kind of wanted to be, like, feared a little bit, you know, so that's why I went into this, like, side when I first started, and I wanted to find a voice. And then as time went on, I ditched the shock rap. Still love doing it, the horrorcore is awesome, but
for different reasons.
For different, that was just fun. I just love rhyming and having fun with it. But even songs I've written towards like you or my kids or anything like that. I don't show that like out much like in person to people, but when I put in a song, I find like, you know, I'm not like I don't like say it out loud a lot of the times, but in a song I would say it, I'd break it down in a way like, you know, of course I always say I love you every day and stuff like that, but you don't like just pour your heart out to like you every day, or pour my heart out to mom, or much like our son like Ben, pour my heart out to him, Justin. But I've done it in like songs. And even like Justin knows, my nephew who lives with us, I'm also not like well, with you I guess. Well, now I've become a hugger, but anyways, yeah, so I'm just saying it's just it's such a good way to release something when you don't feel comfortable doing it in person or out loud, because a lot of us don't, and
it helps you move past it to be able to grow from it. Like if you can't release it, then how you're always going to hold on to it, you know? And then it'll always like, not like to be like a little bit negative, but like you have to release it so that like that part of you doesn't win, so the shadow side doesn't win. And doing something, even if it's like hard for them to hear, it's necessary for your journey to be able to move past it.
You never want to go on regretting something you never had the chance to say to somebody, whether good or bad. It could be both ways, but like you heard so many stories like, I never said I love you or whatever, and they pass away, or I never had the chance. So you never want to regret not saying something. And you never want to regret saying something too, because you can say some shit in the spare of the moment. But I mean,
yeah, but I can also beg to differ that people would more regret holding things in than they would letting it go.
Big time.
Yeah.
I wish I would have told them how I felt. I wish I would have.
Yeah, I wish I would have expressed myself before I like lost myself. You know, at the beginning where he said like it felt like his skin was like deteriorating.
And so this is a perfect way of doing it.
Absolutely.
Do it in a song. Sounded beautiful, man. That hook, absolutely beautiful. The bars, everything, the mix was clean. I heard you very clearly. I know sometimes we had trouble with the Irish rappers because the accent sometimes can be hard to go past. We talk about it in the one song, but like I heard you loud and clear in every word you said in this, and you feel it. You hear it and you feel it, and I love that with certain music, certain artists, that you like, even if you don't even listen to a word they're saying, you just listen to the emotion in the voice.
Yeah.
You know what kind of song it is. You know they're angry. You know they're sad. You know they're happy. You know.
In pain.
Yeah. And we've reacted to songs in different languages, especially the Norway guy. If we wouldn't have the lyrics, that still would have sounded so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it just. Shout out to Deer, who's a Norway artist. We did some reactions to him, but yeah, guys, we're gonna have to wrap up this episode. That was RIGG6. Don't talk anymore. We had Illogick and we had Logick for the first time on the show. You guys brought a whole storytelling aspect to this episode today.
Yeah, very cool imagery on this episode.
Yeah, very. Yeah, she would direct all your music videos. And we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you made it this far, thank you very much. Like we mentioned, we got Patreon. If you want to support, we really appreciate it. And also you get song priority, a bunch of bonus content. And that's basically it.
Yeah. For this last artist, again, I hope you find your community that, well, it sounds like you're starting to. And if not, then as you said, there's a couple of communities where people probably know you're going through. And so you don't have to feel alone. Because I think that's what it's all about, is to find your community and to build it up strong so that you actually feel like the highest, strongest version of yourself. And I think that's exactly what we're trying to create, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the ride and picking that up as well. And with you guys, with your submissions and being open and vulnerable with us, like, you're seeing our hearts pour out into you, and I hope you feel it, and I'm excited to just keep going and to learn more about your journey.
Same here. Well said. What a story today. Today was a storybook. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate you all. Said that already, but we're going to end this episode. We are your host. I'm KC, KingCanada.
And I'm Laura the Rookie.
And no episode this Sunday. I didn't mention that this episode. It's Easter Sunday. We won't have an episode this Sunday, so we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Or if you tune in for Renegade Friday. All right, guys. Take it easy.
Take care.
like Benzo. Breaking all the beats, independent. Filling all the seats, independent. Summon all the heat, independent. BTB, we are tremendous. Team on the rise, insurrection. Game will deny the insurrection. Crew has arrived, insurrection. KC's time, an insurrection. Breaking all the beats.